painful when you look at it because we have amazing, amazing challenge. So, I'm sure that a lot of people would say, oh, well, that's about a major challenge for most businesses too. But I think it's twice hard for me personally as a female founder and a first-time founder, right? A lot of doors are just shut when it comes to funding, but we believe that with the right stakeholders, with government, um, individual investors and all of that will be able to crack the funding code. But it's been really hard funding the business. That is, funding the women, funding the business itself, building structures, building the infrastructures that we need to power the business. It's been so hard, quite tough.
Shalape's goal in the next 5 years is to empower women in the Nigerian market. It's obvious that tech is hard, but with the right amount of resilience, women can achieve anything.
Okay, so I'll just quickly add to that our goal is that in the next 5 years, the base case, right, would have helped, would have served 500,000 women. So when it's 500,000 women, we're looking at 350,000 women on the supply side of a business and 150,000 smallholder female farmers. And we believe that that number is possible because our addressable market is 57 million working women in Nigeria alone, right? And that's just looking at the Nigerian market. But when we even look at the other markets we're looking at, for instance, we're looking at other African markets by next year. So it's possible, and this will be measured, and we'll be sharing with the public, our impact and measurements. So I'll just say for upcoming techpreneurs, I keep telling them, I said, let no one tell an African woman that it can't be done. Let nobody look at an African girl and say, no, you can't do it. You're an African girl. Come on. The customs, everything is, tilted against you. Kick them right in the middle, right? Put a fist right in its face because um, we grew up, a lot of us grew up resilient, right? We had to clear away the thorns and make way for ourselves. So um, it's hard. It's double hard. So tech is hard, right? It looks glam out there, but it's really hard. Trust me, because I say, especially the infrastructure. You're working with a string of codes. That's why I tell people, right? Something can break somewhere. It works now. Then we all drive cars. A car takes you somewhere, and then you want to go home. It isn't working again, and you're wondering what happened. So much more string of codes from one point to another. Something is not returning, and you have to fix it. So you just have to also immerse yourself in the problem. It's important to walk in the shoes of whatever problem you want to solve. It's very, very key. I would say, secondly, um, you just have to, the starter pack, you have to come in very, very resilient. So many days. There are some days I still wake up and feel like, where do I draw the line here? So many days, you have that feeling, but you've got to keep going on. And then, thirdly, I would say that it's possible that it gets to places where it looks as if, you're not wanted at the table. It's okay, but it's fine to create your own table, right? And um, but be whatever you do, be less concerned about the glam, be less concerned about the glitz, but be more concerned about the problem you're solving for. Be driven, be mission driven, be impact driven, and the rest, will come with it.
Nigerian women are believed to care more for their parents and, as such, are in the best position to teach them financial literacy and retirement plan.
Okay, so I would say that typically the Nigerian woman, of course, suffers from the black tax, more of that. I personally tagged it Ada syndrome, right? And that is, oh, you see parents saying, I want more girls because girls take care of their parents. Men, when they take a partner or something, they don't, but the girls, oh my, and it's a good thing. And those are the things that we keep having conversations about in our community. Talk to your parents about money. What are their retirement plans? Do they want to live in with you? Do they want to, what's their pension, all of those conversations. Otherwise, what about your siblings? What do you want to do for them? At how do you measure? Where do you stop? Because you realize that you just continue giving. You are trapped in that cycle where you can't even sustain yourself, and then you become dependent on another one. So all of these things are generational challenges that has plagued the African child, but more the African girl, because you are the Ada, you are the girl, you are the one who's, supposed to be very nurturing always. But hey, you can do all of this with the awareness of knowledge, and that's why we say be grounded with financial, in personal finance and in financial knowledge yourself. What's your net worth? That's how you can, talk to parents, talk to partners, with things that we teach in our community. Get yourself a tribe, like Harvest. And like I say, even if you don't use the platform, the insights, the tools that you gain from being a community member of Harvest is, is mind shifting. And every African girl, every African woman needs such to do better.
Reforms introduced and implemented by the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration are aimed at streamlining business development processes and building investors' confidence in the state's economy. And the Sanwo-Olu's government has been proactive in implementing business-friendly regulations and constantly reviewing ease of doing business policies to lessen challenges associated with new business registration and obtaining permits. The digitalization of services has equally eliminated bureaucratic bottlenecks while enhancing stability in the business environment, demonstrating a new push for an aggressive investment inflow to boost Lagos State's economic growth. This is a Greater Lagos vision. Lagos is indeed rising. I am Love Oyedokun. Welcome.
This is Lagos, the heartbeat of Nigeria. A city steeped in rich cultural heritage and now poised to become a global financial center.
We're at a Lot Mayor's show, and it's an opportunity for us to just depict what Lagos is all about. And it's only at an event like this, competing with other bigger cities and other nations, that you can get to tell your story. So it's storytelling time for us.
In a historic moment, Lagos made its inaugural appearance at the renowned Lord Mayor's show in London, a testament to its growing economic prominence.
Lagos is a big mega city on its own right now. It's the largest city in Africa. It's the biggest economy that is a subnational in Africa. But we want to make it one of the international financial centers in the world. All we're trying to do is to be able to let the world know that Lagos is indeed ready for bigger business.
Lagos isn't just open for business. It's a gateway to the future, embracing innovation and welcoming investors from around the globe. We invite the world to witness Lagos's dynamism, progress, and the myriad of opportunities available for transformative, groundbreaking projects.
Lagos is indeed ready to take over the world in the financial space, in the economic space, and to truly really be able to tell both the Lagos, the Nigerian, and the African story, and be able to let other parts of the world know who we are, understand our culture, understand that we're the center of culture, entertainment, music in the whole of Africa, and to also be able for people to know what we have to give to the world.
So the whole idea, right, is for us to be able to, that we think a lot of people need to know what is happening in Lagos, and how we can use the Lagos story, to sort of like tell the African story.
On this episode, Ease of Doing Business, Governor Sanwo-Olu meets investors, guarantees returns on investments. Unemployment, Governor Sanwo-Olu calls for collaboration with stakeholders to tackle trends. Health insurance plan, Sanwo-Olu launches Ilera Eco Standard Jara. Details of these and many more when we return. Please don't touch the dial. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has met with over 200 local and international investors at a pre-summit investors roundtable in anticipation of the 3rd African Social Impact Summit, ASIS 3.0. The event held in Victoria Island featured investment presentations, a question and answer session, interactive sessions, roundtable discussions, and deal rooms for prospective investors ready to sign memorandum of understanding and partnership agreements with the state government. Tagged Opportunity Made in Lagos, the event was aimed at highlighting investable projects in Lagos, particularly in health, arts, culture, creative economy, technology, transportation, and telecommunications sector.
The event brought together a diverse array of stakeholders, including investors, policymakers, trade organizations, financial executives, industry leaders, and business experts. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu told the forum that the state is projecting a positive economic outlook driven by its growing population and the development of sustainable infrastructure to spur growth.
Anybody can do, as a leader, is not to improve whatever, environment it needs to be found himself in. So for us in Lagos, we've been consistent growth in our leadership profile, and the minimum we can do here is to ensure that we take that growth into a level that is enviable, and so we